everyone, this is Ron Pereira. Now, one of the concepts that we've learned about during this Transforming Your Value Stream course is one-piece flow. Well, specifically, we introduced the concept and even shared a virtual simulation during the continuous flow module. But what we've come to learn is that for people to really understand this concept, they need to see it for themselves. So, in this supplemental module, we've done just that as our friend Annalisa demonstrates the difference between stuffing envelopes using both batch and one-piece flow methods. Now, throughout the simulation, you'll hear Annalisa mention a certain simulation that I did a few years ago sitting in my kitchen using a digital camera to make the recording. Well, we'll link to this video, but I must warn you, I definitely didn't have our Gemba Academy camera crew on the scene. Anyhow, enough from me. Let's turn our attention over to Annalisa to see what we can learn about one-piece flow.
You know, it's a new concept to me. I am an actress / waitress, but I'm seeing how this could be a part of my daily life, and I think in basically any sort of job someone may have. So batch production, my buddy Isaac, who I also just met, gave me a call last week, sent me this video, this guy named Ron, and he is the letter stuffing guru. Because let me tell you, this guy had a system, he was timing it, and just efficient. He was really fast. But the idea being that batch production, which I guess a lot of companies use in whatever it is they're making, assembly line sort of situations, it would involve taking the first piece, our example, stuffing envelopes, folding maybe 20 of them, and then stuffing them in here. This is all with a timer, so we can compare what's actually gonna be more efficient. Folding them 20 pages, 10 pages, stuffing each of them. After that, once all the envelopes are stuffed, then you seal them, and after that, they're all stamped. And then we'll see what time we got. We're gonna try for Ron's score. I don't know if I'll come close, really, but I'm gonna try. And just see how it goes.
All right.
Should we try?
Good deal, let's try.
Okay, so first we start with the timer.
There we go.
Dun, dun, dun. Ready, and go. Awesome. 1. Over here. 2. Oh. And hopefully this is a product you really care about, so you're going to be a little more careful than I am and not scrunch your flyers into a big bundled mess. And number 3. The restaurant I work at, we do all sorts of assembly line sort of, what would you call it, side work?
Yeah.
When you're not serving tables, when it's a little slow, i.e. rolling silverware for the dining room.
Yeah.
We sit together, it's kind of a good time to chat, you know, catch up, the gossip, whatever. But you're doing this mundane activity together, and there's all sorts of ideas about what's faster and what's not. However, now that I am so informed after today, I'm going to bring back a wealth of information to the restaurant. I'm sure I'll get a raise, or at least become a manager or something, which is my end goal, let me tell you. So I think I'm like halfway through, pretty good, pretty even, folds.
Is that a pretty repetitious activity?
It is. I could see how it would get a little straining if you were doing this all day long. Even if you had great coworkers to chat with and, you know, they're standing next to you. Ooh, part 2, envelope stuffing. So let's say my little coworker is standing next to me. They have the envelopes and I am folding as well as I can. And they're just standing there waiting for me to finish my fold so they can start stuffing. So that's their job, hanging out while Miss Slowpoke me tries to make these creases nice and sharp. Which, you know, allows for more time about chatting for the weekend, which I don't really mind. What's going on? Where's the parties? You know, you still dating that bartender? Jeez. That would be fun. However, probably not the most efficient. I don't know. That's why I'm just a little worker bee. I'm not the manager yet. But like I said, new information, pretty exciting.
Knowledge is power.
That's right, it is. Okay, I'm almost done with stack number 2, so Lucille can start, you know, sealing, because that's part 3. So I'm almost done with this. I'm going as fast as I can, believe it or not. Ron would be ashamed. Put to shame. Okay, that's done. Sealing next. Got our fancy glue stick here. Hopefully these flyers aren't gonna be lost in the mail, because this is just a simulation. I don't recommend you do it like this at home.
Let's try this at home.
Don't try it. You might actually want to spend a little more time licking that tight, but it'll do for now. Oh, see, now this one, it's not folded very well, which was my fault. Not Lucille's, not Aubrey's, it was my fault. Doing them in a row, I didn't catch that did I miss that one, or it didn't fit in the envelope very well?
Right, if you folded all 10 wrong, you wouldn't know until now.
No, which would be a big mess. Because what if I, you know, instead of doing a third, it was more like 2/5 of the way up the envelope. And then I'm really in trouble when I'm stuffing. I have to undo them all. That'd be a big mess. Okay, last part, stamp. I also don't think the U.S. Postal Office will accept these kinds of stamps, but you get the gist. I hope the timer's still running. Yeah. My little stack, try and keep it all organized. What do we got? Oh! 5 minutes and 78, what is that, thousandths of a second? Whoa. I'm gonna say 5, because there's a pretty nice, even number. 5 minutes. I think Ron was more in the like 2 to 3 minute vicinity, but it's my first time. So batch production. So, one piece flow, part 2. This is what I'm gonna bring back to my work. And we will have to test when we're rolling silverware who's gonna win. So let's get this all out of the way. Batch production over there. One piece flow just basically means it's a little bit more friendly with the energy, possibly with the body, I could imagine. You take your system, your 4 things you're doing, you're folding your paper, stuffing it, sealing it, stamping it. But instead of breaking them up into those little parts, you're just gonna do the whole thing from the beginning to the end. So let's see how it flows. Okay, we ready? Timer, part 2. I got my paper, my envelopes next, and go. Okay, see if I do these thirds a little more accurately. Yeah, I'm thinking of all the ways I can apply this at work. Setting the dining room at the restaurant. Another thing we all do, we walk around carrying our plates, our forks, the knives, the napkins, stamp. And I don't know. The way we usually do it is we have the first person go around, set the napkins. See if I can talk and fold at the same time. Somebody follows behind them with forks, then knives, then the glasses, and after half hour or so, you've got a dining room totally set. But I am wondering how efficient it would be maybe if you remained at your table, set the whole thing.
Yeah,
There's lots of tests to be done.
good idea.
Might be tricky with that situation because you're carrying so many objects. You have a glass in your hand, a plate, utensils.
But if you had a cart that brought all that
It's
up,
true. Yeah, you could have them all there together. Set it all by yourself. But I actually don't mind the stuffing envelopes. Kind of wish it was part of my job.
I'm sure the USPS is hiring.
I'm sure they are. You know, you see these advertisements on all the time. Make millions from your home doing this. And maybe I could, because with this
You'd be a
information,
lot better than
yeah, I could get so much done in an hour. I'd never have to leave my house in my pajamas. It sounds like a good plan. Coming into fall in Seattle, we got our fireplace started. That's pretty exciting. So I could just hang out in my pajamas, do this all day long.
there you go.
I'm sold. I'm for hire.
You'd beat all the other people.
Yeah,
With your one-piece clothes.
that's right. I'm ready. Stamp. Let's see, I'm maybe halfway through. I can't even watch the clock. I turned it upside down. I don't know what I'm doing. Gaining on you, Ron.
That's right, Ron, be careful.
Look out. I'm trying not to waste any envelopes, per Ron's wife, lovely wife, the accountant. Okay, oh, I'm close. I'm towards the bottom of the pile. Eee. Ooh, and maybe an extra envelope? No. Paper's hiding there. I got my hooks set. Not quite there. Stamp. I have been stamping this whole time, haven't I?
I believe so.
I think so too. Gotta stop chatting with Lucille about the weekend. And to the last day. We'll see. Kind of nervous. Not the fastest folder. I used to do origami, but it was when I was about 5 years old. So let's see. No way. You ready?
Uh-oh, we're ready.
I think I beat my practice score. That's right, Ron. 340. All
What
right.
was the first one?
Well, let's see. We got 5 for the
Look at
batch
that,
production.
people. One-piece flow
That's pretty good.
does work better at the same pace.
I felt like I was the same kind of half speed pace.
Yeah, same
A little jittery from the caffeine, but
That happens.
yeah, pretty dang good. I'm impressed. The things that I can do now.
Well, there you go. So One Piece Flow wins this battle, and I'd like to encourage you to run the same simulation yourself, and better yet, with your colleagues. Now, if you have enough people, you can also form a 3-person assembly line where person 1 folds, person 2 stuffs, and person 3 seals and stamps. Then have them first assemble all of the envelopes using batch production, then switch over to One Piece Flow. I'm pretty sure this will open up the eyes of any skeptic. Now, if you have any comments or questions, please let me know via the forum or email. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'd like to thank you for watching while wishing you all the best as you continue along this never-ending journey of continuous improvement.